What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with the daily readings. The first time I see is the first time I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what's going on for all 12 of my motherfucking Zodiac signs in love. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok. If you guys want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to my notification gang. I love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first time I see is the first time I read, and the first time I saw was Libra, so we're going to go ahead and get it poppin'. Shout out to Raven. Thanks so much for tuning on in. As always, everybody, I do want to mention, if you're interested in a personal reading, check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. First link in the description box below if you want to book me there. But let's say what's up here real quick to some peeps, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Raven, hello. TCE, what's going on? Hey, Alexandra. Hey, Alejandra, what's going on? Val, and what's happening? Tarot Path Guide. How are you guys doing here today? Now, let's go ahead and get started. We are starting out here with Team Libra, so let's see what's going on here for your next 24 hours. What's showing up here for Libra, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here, please, for our zodiac sign of Libra, please, in the next 24 hours? Hey, everybody, how you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. All right, Team Libra, let's get ourselves about this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on here for you, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some awesome stuff. Libra, overall energy for you is a King of Pentacles. You could be connecting here possibly with an earth sign like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taking a look here into the current energy, we do have here the Page of Cups, what it is you're dealing with. We have here the Hierophant in reverse, and then taking a look here at the outcome, Team Libra, is going to go ahead and be the King of Cups in the reverse position as well. So let's take a look here and see what's showing up here for you at this time. Now, Libra, you do begin here first and foremost with the King of Pentacles, and you pair that King of Pentacles here to the Page of Cups. So I'm kind of picking up on the sense of you feeling more comfortable in a situation, more kind of comfortable, more open with somebody. You kind of feel a little bit more close to someone too. Like you could be building more of a close bond towards a person. Maybe you're getting closer to a specific friend. You could be getting closer here to a person romantically for some. But I'm seeing a sense here where it's like you're starting to feel more comfortable around somebody here at this time. You know, having a look at what it is you're dealing with, Hierophant in reverse, that over here is representative of no previous commitments, right? So I feel like this is the first time ever, not necessarily if there's, it feels like previously you were never close to this person, but for the first time ever, you're finding yourself relatively close to someone. Keep in mind, if it's not a person, this could be the energy of like for the first time ever, you feel invested in something. Maybe you never thought you'd be invested in knitting. And then suddenly here we are. We like knitting, okay? I know that's something completely random, but it could be anything for you. And having a look here at the outcome, King of Cups reversed, it's a bit of a weird feeling emotionally. I feel like you didn't expect to get close to somebody in the manner that you did, or you didn't expect to like something in the manner that you now do. So you're kind of like a little bit weirded out, to say the least here, Libra. A bit of an oddball reading here. If it resonates, cool. If not, don't worry. I totally understand if this is not your story, but yeah, I feel like your next 24-hour period's like, I never expected to be this close to someone, or I never expected to like this habit or hobby. I never expected to like this career. I feel like there's an unexpected connection to someone or something here. Could be romantic, maybe it's not, but it feels quite shocking, surprising, and it's a bit weird, but at the same time it is kind of nice. So I just feel like expect the unexpected, if you will, in terms of something that you'll turn out liking very much. Okay, all right, Team Libra, very, very interesting reading, like I mentioned. If it's your story, cool. If not, no worries, but love that for you. That's really, really cool. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Take it if it resonates, and leave it if it doesn't. So we have started out here today with Team Libra. Air signs have gone first, so we'll go ahead and do air, earth, water, and fire for today's daily reading lineup. Alexandra said, hope your day's going well. It is. Thank you so much. She said, my Libra Venus is going on a first date tonight. Oof, that could possibly resonate. You never know. Maybe you didn't expect on your first date with this individual that you wouldn't like them. Maybe off the bat you might not feel that way, but who knows, maybe you'll turn out to like that person a lot. So good luck on your date. That's awesome. All right guys, hopping into earth though, let's have a look here at Virgo and see what we got going on. Messages coming in for Team Virgo, baby. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus zodiac in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here, please, for our zodiac signs of Virgo in the next 24 hours? What do we got showing up for you, Team Virgo? Pretty quick shuffle. let's go ahead and begin, starting out with the overall energy, the Two of Cups. You could be connecting here possibly with a water sign. That'll be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. For the current energy, Ten of Wands in reverse, what it is you're dealing with. We have here the Hermit in reverse, and then looking at the outcome, guys, is going to be the Six of Pence in the reverse position as well. So, Team Virgo, let's jump on into it and see what we got going on for you at this time. I want to mention Two of Cups showing up here, Ten of Wands in reverse showing up here too. Kind of feels to me for Virgo peeps, you're at a point in time where you are kind of, I feel, releasing burden or releasing any sort of negative energy or bad energy between you and something else or someone else, and it feels like reconnection is what's coming into play for you. This could be a favorable time if you have maybe been in a bit of a weird spot with a friend, been in a weird spot with a family member, somebody you care about. If you've been in a weird spot with somebody, this could be the perfect time to mend those weird energies and allow yourselves to kind of reconnect with somebody in a positive way. So it's a great time for conflict resolution, if you will, Virgo. I'm seeing it be very opportune in your next 24 hours. So if you want to take that opportunity, it could be a good day to do so. You know, having a look at what you're dealing with here, Hermit reverse, somebody coming back around to you, somebody returning. So it feels like there's a window of opportunity here to really mend and heal any sort of weird energies you might have had between you and someone you care about, whether it be a lover, a friend, a family member. Just feels like a very opportune time here for conflict resolution. Having a look here at the outcome for you, we have here the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and I feel here with that being said, you know, you haven't been on the same page with this person for quite some time, but ultimately this is the perfect time to turn the Six of Pentacles around and get back on the same page with them, because once again the Two of Cups is here for the overall energy, which is representative of reconnection and reconciliation. So it doesn't have to necessarily be reconciliation, by the way, guys, in terms of like two ex-lovers coming back to each other, but it could be about getting close to somebody again, especially if you've had like some weird animosity or weird energies kind of towards one another. Like I said, very favorable time to mend that. So Virgos, I also want to say too, like what my guides are pointing out is that this doesn't have to happen. This is a choice, okay? So you can choose to mend these energies with somebody. You can also choose to not do so. So just know it's an opportune time. I mean, if you don't wish to, you don't have to proceed with this energy, right? Tarot goes based off of free will, not off of enforced, or, you know, it's not like something that's, you know, gonna happen. It's what you want to choose to happen, right? So there's always a choice in tarot. Remember that. But overall, my guides are making that prominent here. It's like, it's a choice. You know, if you so choose to want to try to mend the situation, it's a favorable day for that to go in your favor. If you don't want to, though, you don't have to, okay? So definitely do keep that in mind here as well. All right, Virgos? All right, baby. We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But Virgo, thank you guys for tuning in here nonetheless. Really, really appreciate you. So far, guys, we have done our air signs and our earth signs. Let's go ahead and move on into our water. All right, jumping on into water signs, we're going to have a look here at the lovely and amazing Scorpio gang. What do we got going on here, baby? Message is showing up for Team Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 24-hour period, what's going to be showing up here, please, for the Zodiac sign of Scorpio in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Scorpio, last shuffle incoming. Let's see what's going on for you. Overall energy, Scorpio, Seven of Pence in reverse. Having a look at the current energy, what do we got? We got here the Four of Pentacles, what it is you're dealing with. We have here the King of Wands in reverse, and then looking at the outcome for you is going to go ahead and be the Ten of Swords in the reverse position as well. So Team Scorpio, let's see what's in store here for you. Seven of Pence reversed, Four of Pentacles in the upright. You're choosing to not make an investment anymore. You're choosing to keep it to yourself or keep to yourself in general. Side note, random message, take it if it resonates, but some Scorpios might be choosing to keep secrets to themselves now. You may be choosing to keep information to yourself, especially if somebody has broken your trust with that. So if that's the case and you kind of come to the realization or conclusion that in the next 24 hours somebody broke your trust, maybe they said something you told them not to say, you may be restricting now what you say around a certain person. All right, so that could be showing up for some Scorpios, but getting in the main reading, like I previously mentioned, Seven of Pence reversed here, Four of Pence upright. I feel like you are taking a step back from making an investment. Looking at what you're dealing with, King of Wands reversed. There's a lot of disinterest showing up. Okay, I feel like you don't look at something anymore and you find yourself intrigued or interested. And with the outcome here being the Ten of Swords reversed, this is a card that usually represents that you're not 100%, over whatever the situation is, but you're in a little bit of a limbo period. So I think Scorpios are starting to notice over more and more time, you're feeling less and less interested and less of wanting to really be invested in someone or something at this time. Like you're starting to notice that your interest is essentially disengaging. If you're connecting with somebody romantically, maybe as time keeps passing on, you're not really feeling them as much as you used to. If this is something to do with a job, it could be feeling the same way. So whatever it is, whether it's a person, job, etc., I think you're realizing, my interest here is fading and I got to do something about that. If this is not what I'm happy with, then I have to take the Ten of Swords reversed and I have to turn it into the Ten of Swords upright. I don't want to hang on or be in limbo over a situation hoping that it will change and get better. The truth is that if I'm constantly becoming disinterested, inevitably I'm going to get to that point where there's no interest at all. And I think you're already reaching that peak. So you might as well let go and open yourself to the idea of finding something else out there that can really, show your interest or something that you really will feel like you want to be invested in going forward, Scorpios, okay? So I don't know if sticking around here hoping that things would change would be within your best interest, because if things were going to change, they would have already changed, right? I feel like that would be the best way to put it. So Scorpios, take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. And by the way, like I mentioned in the beginning message too, there was a random message that came out for you. Some of you may feel like you can't trust somebody anymore. You might be more mindful with what information you share with them. That could be a situation popping up for some of you too, okay? All right, though, Team Scorpio, we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward, of course. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thanks for coming out here nonetheless. Really, really appreciate you, Scorpio. So we have done so far the air, we have done the water, and we have done, so far we have done our earth signs, our air signs, and our water signs. Let's get into our fire signs, okay? Hopping on into fire, we're going to look at the Ram Fam and see what we got going on here for Team Aries, okay? So let's see what we got going on. Message is showing up here for our Aries, baby. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What is going to be going on here for our zodiac sign of Aries? Team Aries, definitely a bit of a interesting vibe to say the least. Let's get one more shuffle and we'll see what we got going on. Overall energy for Aries is a King of Wands in reverse. Looking at the current energy, what do we have? King of Pentacles in reverse. Looking at what it is you're dealing with, Aries, we have a Seven of Wands in reverse. And then looking at your outcome, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse position as well. So all reversals across the board, not always necessarily a bad thing, but let's take a look and see what we're looking at here. So King of Wands reversed, King of Pentacles reversed, the energy of discomfort and disinterest, looking at what you're dealing with, Seven of Wands reversed. I feel like you're trying to be as open to something as you can, but there's a difference between being open and testing out the waters and, seeing what else is out there versus already knowing you've seen enough. What I mean by this, Aries, is I feel like you're trying to tell yourself, well, I should be more open, but I think you already know you've seen enough. Like, you've seen enough to know that either you don't want somebody or you don't want a situation. And even though you're telling yourself, well, you're just being open, I think, once again, you've seen enough to know that this is not what you want. And looking at the outcome here, Ace of Pentacles reversed, chances are this is not an opportunity you're interested in taking. Let's say, for example, someone was trying to get to know you romantically, Aries. Chances are you were trying to give them a shot. Maybe you weren't all that fond about them, but you said, hey, don't judge a book by its cover. But I feel that by going on the first date or maybe even the second date, you've known since then, hey, this is probably not my person. And even if I continue being open, chances are not much is going to change. So I'm feeling for you guys, it's like you kind of know that you don't want something here. I think you really are giving it the benefit of the doubt. But Aries, I wouldn't keep on, trying to... I feel like, there's a difference between being open because it's worth it, but I think in this situation, it's like you got all the information you need. Does that make sense? I feel like that's the best way to describe it. It's like you already know, like, this is definitely not going to be something you would want for the foreseeable future, so you might as well maybe pass on that opportunity and focus on other opportunities you'd be willing to actually be open to. All right. And yeah, I mean, it can be representative in love here. So this can resonate towards love. This could resonate towards friendship. This could resonate towards, work. Maybe some of you guys got an internship and you're trying to give it a chance, but chances are you're like, nah, I already know this ain't the company for me that I'd want to work for in the foreseeable future. So I feel like you have the answer already. You might still be trying to be open, but I feel like that's not going to do anything to benefit you. I feel like you just have to listen to how you actually feel. So yeah, if there's a message coming through here, Aries, you already know the answer. You might still be trying to be open to somebody or some situation, but I think you know that this is something you don't want. So I would listen to what your instincts are saying, okay? All right, guys, we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. If it resonates, cool. If not, no worries. But thank you, Ram Fam, for coming in nonetheless, okay? Let's go ahead and keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have finished up here our first batch of Zodiacs for the daily read. Definitely some interesting messages coming in today, guys. So take them if they resonate, of course. But nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and take our quick little break, and then we'll hop on into our second batch of Zodiacs. All right? Marla said, I needed a deep ass reading for Aries, Ant. I need you to channel what the universe has been on my ass about. Shout out to all my Aries peeps. Not sure if that reading was necessarily what you needed to hear, but at the end of the day, I think the biggest message that really came out of that Aries reading is pay attention to what you feel. This is the time right now to stop looking outwards, but to look inwards. Like, you already know the answer you need. And whether that's about you not liking something or whether it's much deeper than that, I think the core message is Aries, you know what you want and what you don't want. You know what it is you need. The answer's already within you. Stop looking so externally. Don't look outside of yourself right now for answers when they live within. So if you want to look at that more and a deeper aspect, it's really about finding the answer within because it's there, Raven said sometimes things change for the better when you don't expect it. For sure. For sure. Sometimes that does happen to be the case. Hey, what's going on, LaDonna? How's it going? Appreciate you tuning in. Also, what's going on, Sky High? Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks so much for watching. Hello, Bella. What's going on, Yaka? How are you guys doing here today? Give me a couple moments, though, guys, before we proceed. We'll hop on into our second batch here shortly. There you go. Actually, one sec, guys. Give me 1 second to check this. Do me a favor, everybody. Please do let me know if you are seeing the stream clearly. I gotta double check and make sure this is working okay. If you happen for some reason to see like glitches or anything of that nature, let me know if it's coming in clear. Let me know if the audio is coming in clear as well. Just want to double check that message. Mercury's still in pre-shadow. What's going on, Myra? How are you? Hello. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really means a lot. But yeah, please let me know, guys. Everything looks better here now, but I'm just making sure. Looked like it glitched out for just 1 second. All right, though. So we have finished up our second batch. I believe we're good. Just let me know anyhow in the comments. We finished up our first batch. Sorry. Let's get on into our second batch, guys. And we started out here today with our lovely and amazing air signs. So let's go ahead and get on into air. And we're going to take a look here at Libra. All right. What do we got showing up here for Libra, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What's going to be going on here, please, for our lovely zodiac sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Team Gemini, let's go ahead and see what's in store here for you. Team Gemini, one more shuffle incoming. Hey, Anna Flores, how's it going? You're a Cappy from LA. That's what's up. Love that for you. Still want to visit LA one day. Everything's looking good on your end. Perfect. Happy to hear it. All right, Team Gemini, let's take a look at you and see what we got going on. Overall energy for the gems, we have here the Hermit. Taking a look here at the current energy, we have the Devil, what it is you're dealing with, Gemini, Two of Swords in reverse, and then having a look here at the outcome for you is going to be the Knight of Cups in the reverse position. So Gemini, let's have a look at you and see what's going on here so far. I want to mention you could be connecting with two different zodiacs. You might be dealing with a Virgo. However, you could also be connecting here with a Capricorn if that potentially resonates to you. Now, you start out here, Gemini, with the Hermit in the upright, and you pair that here with the Devil card as well. And this is representative of wanting to get out of a toxic situation. I think that for many of you guys, you might be looking at something in your life and you're like, honestly, I want to get the heck away from this. You want to separate yourself from something toxic. But looking at what you're dealing with now, Two of Swords in reverse, this is the final decision. But that makes me wonder that maybe in the past you maybe had a hard time cutting something out, even though you might have known it was toxic. I think that you were probably dealing with a situation where the cons are outweighing the pros, but the pros mattered to you. You know, let's say, for example, maybe you're dealing with a romantic partner who's probably pretty toxic, but at the same time, they had lots of qualities that you loved. You know, maybe you tried to overlook the toxicity and focus on the lovely qualities that they had. But at the end of the day, it's like, I got to look at it in the perspective of, are pros outweighing the cons, or are cons outweighing the pros? And I think that that's the major thing here, right? It's that the cons are outweighing the pros here for you. And you're at a point in time where it's like, I used to feel a little bit stuck, wondering if the right decision would be to move forward. But I see for Gemini, it's like very clearly you're beginning to see the right decision is for you to move forward rather than for you to be invested in whatever this is. So whether it's a romantic relationship, a friendship, a job, etc., you know, you're definitely at that point in time where I think the cons outweighed the pros, and you've made the final decision here to move forward and to separate yourself from this. Looking at the outcome here, Knight of Cups reversed. Yep, you're not trying to keep this situation going forward any longer. You're at a point in time where you're detaching not only physically, but on an emotional level here as well. All right. So I think for you guys, final conclusion here. I no longer could either participate in a friendship that's too toxic for me, a romantic relationship, a work environment, a habit, whatever the case is. You know, even if there's pros, they are not outnumbering those cons, and it's not fair for me, and it's not doing me any good, and it's not within my best interest to maintain and keep this investment. So I feel like what you're protecting right now, Gemini, is your peace. And of course, you're protecting your energy. And you're going to make sure that the next thing you invest into is not going to be this devil-like situation. You're looking for a situation that would resonate more with like an angel, right? You want to be around good vibes and high vibes, not a toxic or negative type of situation. All right, understandably so. So Geminis, I see you guys detaching here. It could be from a person, it could be from something else like a habit or a job, but you are at that point here where something has to change. All right, guys. Of course, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But Geminis, thanks for tuning in so much nonetheless. Really, really appreciate you. So we have touched base here, guys, with our air. We're going to hop on into our earth signs in just a moment. Rastafarian said, I'm online with the medical insurance. Y'all pray for me. Best of luck for you. I know that sitting on those dang phone calls sometimes they suck. So best of luck. Hopefully you get in that queue really, really quick. All right. By the way, also, hi, Rastafarian. Appreciate you tuning in. Ashton, what's going on? Good evening, everybody from England. Good evening to you as well. Thank you so much for stopping by. Rastafari said, bless you, and thanks for the good vibes. Of course. Janira said, it's my birthday today. Happy birthday to you. That's awesome. Thanks so much for tuning in. Carmen, happy New Year to you. Really, really appreciate you. All right, everybody. Moving along here forward to the earth. We've touched base with Virgo. Let's go ahead and look at the birthday peeps and see what's going on here for our cappuccinos. Team Capricorn, what is popping in for you? Message is coming in for Cappy, baby. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be showing up here, please, for our zodiac sign of Capricorn in your next 24 hours? Team Capricorn, one last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up. Wishing you all a very happy birthday, by the way, and I hope you're enjoying the remainder of your season and your entire season overall. I hope it's been fantastic so far. But let's begin. Team Capricorn, overall energy, the High Priestess. You might be dealing here with a Pisces for some. Taking a look into the current energy, we have here the Hermit in reverse, what you're dealing with, Capricorns. We do have here a World card, and taking a look here at the outcome for you is going to be the Fool card in the upright position. So Capricorns, let's go ahead and get it started. You do have here a High Priestess, and you're also pairing this High Priestess here with a Hermit. By the way, I do want to actually take the time to note you got all 4 major Arcana cards coming out for you. You have Pisces energy here, Virgo, Aries, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo with that fixed energy from the World card. So lots of powerful cards here and lots of powerful signs. Nonetheless, though, guys, High Priestess here, Hermit reversed. I think for many of you, you're starting to feel this kind of itch to return to something, Capricorn. And I'm hearing that this is about maybe returning to something you've put on the back burner. If you've been putting off something, Capricorn, it's time to go back to it, okay? Now, this, however, could be about making peace with someone or making peace with the situation. Maybe you've been avoiding something because you know that by the time you come back to it, it's going to take work, or maybe it's going to be something that's a bit emotional or something where you will be investing your emotions into it. And I think that for you guys, it kind of is something along the lines of making peace with the situation. Maybe you've been avoiding making peace with your past, making peace with a cycle that, came to an ending, or making peace with a person. And getting into that, I feel you didn't want to get into that for quite some time, but you're going to be getting that intuitive nudge moving into your next 24 hours where it's like, yeah, I should probably go make peace with this person or break bread with this situation and do what I can here to move forward and finally let go and release. Because I think that you've been avoiding something for a while, and it can be completely different for every Capricorn. So it's going to be whatever specific to you if you fall under this category. But looking at the outcome here, the Fool, it's like, yeah, it's time for me to kind of let go here and start focusing my energy on something else. I can't avoid this and outrun this forever, and so it's time for confrontation. But this confrontation is exactly what's going to set you free. I think a lot of people sometimes think that if we can avoid something long enough, it'll go away. But believe it or not, you only delay yourself from truly letting it go. You're not free if you're avoiding something, but you're free when you let it go. You're free when you feel it, heal it, and release it, but you're not free when you're postponing it, if you will. So Capricorns, that's kind of the vibe that I'm feeling coming in here for you. Of course, take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, and I want to wish you all a happy birthday. Still hope you guys are having a fantastic birthday and a wonderful season. But yeah, I think that this is the time here to say your final goodbye to a situation, person, etc., and to finally kind of allow that weight here to be lifted off your shoulders. So no more avoidance, but instead, it's a day for confrontation. All right, guys? All right, everybody. Let's go ahead and keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Capricorn, thank you all so much for joining me. It is much, much appreciated, okay? All right, baby. What's going on, Patty? You said first time catching you live. Well, welcome in. Appreciate you tuning in. Melanie said, hi, Aunt Aries from New Zealand, down by the South Pole. That's what's up. Very, very cool. Thanks for coming out. Ashton said, happy 2024. Hope it brings you lots of love and light. Likewise to you. What is the time where everybody's at? Over here, we're on a 5-hour difference here, so it is 5:17 for me at this moment in time. It's 3 o'clock in Denver. That's what's up. Oh, so yeah, that makes sense, because Arizona, I know, can be 2 to 3 hours sometimes. So for you in Colorado, it's kind of the same timeline, right? Yeah, and it's different too sometimes, right, Rastafari? Because sometimes we're 2 hours, but I believe when daylight savings is a thing. No. Without daylight savings, it's 3 hours. With daylight savings, it's 2, right? Is that how they do it, I think? Because I know that sometimes my buddy in Arizona, it could be 3 hours, then it could be 2 hours. But yeah, very cool, though. Very, very cool. All right, guys, let's get back into it. We did air, we did earth. So let's hop into water. For the water signs, Team Cancer, let's go ahead and see what's up. What do we got showing up here for our crab gang, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Zodiac. In the next 24 hours, what's going to be showing up here, please, for our zodiac sign of Cancer? In the next 24 hours, Team Cancerian, you had a card flip over. The card that flipped over as I shuffled was actually 3 cards that came out. You have a 6 of Cups here, Cancer. You got a 7 of Wands in reverse and a 5 of Swords showing up here too. So a little bit of a random message for Cancers, but if you're at a point in time where you are opening up here about your past, you have to be at a point where you are acceptant of, how do I say this, the way that other people may view it. I feel like people, Cancer, are trying to be real with you about things you've experienced in your past. Maybe they have a different perspective to offer. You have to try to let go of the defense. I'm going to be real with myself as a Cancer myself. Oh boy, can I be defensive? All right. And saying that's raw and real. Okay. Because I can have moments where I could be super defensive sometimes when people butt in or they tell me their perspective and their perception. But when I do my best to kind of let go of that defense and hear other people out and listen to what other, point of views that they may have to offer, sometimes there's a lot to learn from that. And I feel like you guys have a lot that you can learn from that. So Cancers, my advice to you is in your next 24 hours, don't pull out the crab pinchers. All right. Don't pull out the crab claws. Don't go into the crab shell. But if people are talking to you about things they might have seen in your past, maybe see what insight they can offer. Maybe really try listening to them and not getting caught up in, oh, you're wrong or anything of that nature. Try to hear what they have to say. Other people's point of views may provide really, really great and deep insights for you. Okay? Very interesting message. I like it. Let's keep it popping, pushing, though, and moving forward, Cancer. Let's get on into your main situation, okay? 2 more shuffles here for Cancer. And we'll go ahead and have a look here and see what's going on. Rastafari said Arizona. Yeah, that's right. Arizona doesn't do daylight savings. Yeah, it's weird. I don't even know why we still do it technically, you know? But anyhow, let's see what's up. Team Cancer, starting out here with your overall energy. We have here a Queen of Cups in reverse. Looking at the current energy for you, the Lovers, what it is you're dealing with, Cancerian, the Five of Pentacles. And then looking at the outcome for you guys is going to be the Page of Swords in the upright position for you. So Cancerian, I think that first and foremost, you begin here with the Queen of Cups reversed, and then you pair that here to the Lovers. So I think right now you are heavily connected, but you're also heavily missing somebody. So you're missing somebody you care about. You're missing somebody you're connected to. And if it's not a person you're missing, it could be a job, it could be a situation, however it applies to you. But I feel like you're definitely missing something moving into your next 24. You know, having a look at what you're dealing with here, Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is a card here that could be representative of absence, right? So absence here is meaning that somebody's no longer around. So the lack of somebody's presence, I think, is getting to you guys a little bit. Having a look at the outcome here, Page of Swords, you know, you're thinking about somebody or you're thinking about something you deeply or heavily miss. So your next 24-hour period kind of looks like a reflection period of really missing somebody, guys. But ultimately here, you feel like the problem is like, as much as I miss it, I want it so bad. And it could be a person. Maybe this is a person that you're no longer together with. Maybe this is an old friend. Maybe this is an old job or an old, area of life. Maybe this is a life path or a path in general you used to live that's no longer a part of your reality currently. So, you know, I feel like you're really missing, and you're also in the energy too of just really being quite reminiscent about your past. And that kind of goes hand in hand almost with the pre-message I had for y'all. I remember in the pre-message I was talking about how, you know, be mindful. Some people could provide insights to your past. So I think that Cancer, for some of you guys, you might be really missing the past that you used to have. But I'm getting that intuitive message that you might not be remembering it as it is. And this is going to sound a little weird, Cancer, but we're about to go down the rabbit hole. What you're missing might not be exactly the way you remembered it. Oh boy, have I gone through situations like this. What I mean by that, Cancer, is I think you're thinking about the past, and your version of the past is everything maybe you wanted it to be. But I think that the way other people might have saw it could have been more accurate than maybe the lens that you were looking at your past in. And I'm not saying you're crazy or anything of that nature, but I'm just saying that in terms of the past, I think you viewed it through the lens of how you wanted things. And maybe that became your perception, because your perception's your reality. It's kind of giving me the energy of, like, for example, maybe you dated somebody and maybe you thought this was the best person, you know, in the world, and all your friends couldn't stand this person. And you might have felt this was the best relationship in the world, and everybody else thought it was the worst one. And for some reason, you know, reflecting back on it, you still feel like it was the best relationship ever. But everybody around you told you, Cancer, how did you not see the relationship from their point of view? You know, sometimes, guys, we can be in relationships or we can be in periods in our lives where we're not actually paying attention to the reality of it. We're more so paying attention to what we wanted that to be for ourselves. So it's kind of like mentally we made something become what we wanted it to be in our own version, but the reality of it was quite different. And I think overall for you guys, other people saw that true reality, whereas you were living in your perception, okay? And I think that that's the massive kind of wake-up call you guys are having. It's like you're missing the past here, but I think you're about to embark on what it was actually like. And like I mentioned to you guys, I don't want you to feel like this is me coming after you. Almost everybody does this at one point or another in their life, and I have done it plenty of times, not only just in relationships, but in friendships too, you know? So overall, I think that Cancer, the way you might have remembered something might not have been exactly how it was, and I think that your next 24-hour period is going to be a very opportune period for you to open up your eyes to what you're actually missing, and when you kind of realize that the past wasn't as it seemed, you're like, oh shit, it's actually kind of a bit of a blessing that I'm moved on and moved past this stage and phase of my life, because I'm actually probably in a much more better place now than I was back then, you know? So it's an eye-opener, and it's different. I don't think it's exactly what you expect your day to be like, but you kind of wake up and you're like, wow, you know, hey, that relationship in the past wasn't what I thought it was. That friendship wasn't what I thought it was. You know, that person wasn't who I thought they were, right? So you're going to see it in a different light, but I think that it's going to shine a lot of good insight for you, okay? All right, guys, that was a very deep read. Cancer, take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But yeah, if it's not your story, no worries. But like I said, by no means necessary was this a reading to say, hey, you know, you were looking back in your past and you were looking at something, or, you know, in a version of like, you know, you were being crazy or something. You weren't. Cancer. Everybody does that. Everybody has a situation in life sometimes where they look at it in a perception of what they'd rather have it be than what it is. We've all been there. I've been there. The fucking Pope's been there. So I don't want you to feel like it was a shot at you or anything of that nature, but you know, you're at this point in time here where I feel that by realizing that this past situation wasn't really for you anyhow, is going to make you more so focused on really embracing the present moment and recognizing you're in a much more better space now than you were before. All right, guys. All right, Cancer, let's keep it popping, pushing. Thank you for tuning in. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Okay. All right, everybody. You're heading to bed. Good night. Thank you so much for tuning in. Crystal, hello. How's it going? Francis, how's it going? Raven said, yeah, some people live in their wants and not how it really is. Life saved them, and the fact is lost on them. Yeah, you know, for sure. I've seen tons of people, man, who are in that same kind of situation too. And I think that a lot of the time, you know, people don't recognize like where you are now is exactly where you should be. And you're so much more blessed to be here now than where you were in the past. But it's all about your perception. That's the main part. Right? Your perception is your reality, and how you are viewing things through your perception is how you are seeing reality pan out and play out. You know? Marla said, not me and you holding the same vape when you were talking to me. That's what's up. There you go. Yeah, I've been enjoying this one, the Cool Mint from Nex. These are pretty good. I feel like every time though people see me hold this, they think it's an elf bar, but I don't use the elf bars. All right, guys, water's done. We've done our air and we've done our earth. Let's get back into fire. Jumping into our fire signs. We've touched base here with Aries already, so let's have a look here at Sagittarius and we'll see what we got going on here for you. Message is coming in here for Saggy. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what's going to be coming up here for Team Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for you? Let's go ahead and take a look. Sagittarius, overall energy incoming for you is gonna be the Death in the reverse. You might be connecting here possibly with a Scorpio for a few of you guys. Looking into your current energy, we do have here the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. What you're dealing with here, guys, Nine of Wands in reverse. And then looking at the outcome, Sagittarius, is a Seven of Swords in reverse coming in here as well. What's going on with you, baby? Let's go ahead and take a look. Death reversed, Queen of Pents reversed. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, but the Death in reverse represents a lack of change, and Queen of Pentacles represents a lack of focus on your wants, your needs, and your desires. Oh, sorry, guys. I didn't even realize Capricorn's overlapping here with Sagittarius. Let me see if it's glitched. Yep, it's glitched. Give me 2 seconds, y'all, to fix that. My apologies, everybody. Technical difficulties. Let's double check. Yep, we're good to go. Okay, moving back into it, though, Sag. Like I mentioned, Death reversed, lack of change, Queen of Pents reversed, a lack of focusing on your needs, your wants, and your desires. Having a look at what you're dealing with here, Nine of Wands in reverse. I think your next 24-hour period is going to kind of be the time here where you open up to somebody. It could be about opening up to people in your environment or maybe one specific person, but you're about to get into that energy where it's like, I'm only human. I can only do so much for everybody else. I can only do so much in general. And there's going to be time where I need time for me. Period. There's going to be time where I need time for me, and I think you are really starting to see that. This is an energy that could be about you guys possibly being overworked, so if that's the case, you could be yelling at your boss, and I don't blame you, okay? Some bosses can take advantage of people. This could be the energy about, you know, kind of releasing and opening up to a friend. Maybe a friend's been really, really needy lately. Maybe a lover's been really needy lately, or a person in your life, or a family member, but you know, this is the time where I feel like you're kind of breaking a little bit and opening up and being like, listen, like, I just genuinely don't feel like I have this capacity and ability to just, you know, keep on doing everything for everybody else, but not having that time for myself and not having that priority for myself either, you know? Nordic, thank you for subscribing, by the way. So it's pretty tough for you right now, I think. And looking at the outcome, Seven of Swords reversed, it's like, I'm at a point right now where I'm noticing, you know, not having all this time or not having enough time for me is hurting me more than helping me. And the last thing that I want to do is hurt me. period. Seven of Swords reversed. So you're trying to be preventative here. You know, you don't want to hurt yourself in the process when you know that you need to take care of yourself too. You need that Queen of Pentacles reversed to become the Queen of Pentacles upright, where you have time for your own personal situations, where you have time for what you got going on, what you need to prioritize, what you need to get done. So Sagittarians, I think you're going to be opening up about this to somebody and basically saying, I'm only human. I got me to take care of too. And it's time for me to make sure that I actually prioritize that. And you know what? I think that's fantastic. I think you should always let people know that. I think, unfortunately, sometimes it can go over other people's heads. I don't think people are always malicious when they need you a lot or when they ask for your help. I don't think people are always malicious with those intents, but, you know, it can be easy sometimes to overlook that other people got shit going on too. And I feel that by you simply explaining this to the person you're dealing with, it's going to be a pretty massive help. Okay? All right, Saggy, I love you. Take out this time for you. Let this person know, or let this environment know, that you need your time and your space and your priorities, and, you know, reattune that attention and return that attention right back to yourself. You deserve it, okay? I love you. Get some you time, Sagittarius. We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you so much for tuning on in. So we have finished up here our second batch of Zodiac signs, everybody. We'll be hopping into our last and final batch here shortly, so do bear with me and we'll get into it. All right. Raven said blessings in disguise. Absolutely. Alexandra said Ant the man. Perfect timing again. Happy to hear that. What's going on? India Logan. Ashton said spot on. My last relationship was crap and you can see it now and I'm out and thank you so much. You're awesome. Yeah, that's something I was kind of like thinking about in that reading too. Like I remember in my past and previous relationships, you know, I used to reflect on them and think that they were magical and amazing. And then one day one of my friends kind of opened up my eyes and was like, you thought that was magical? And then I was like, well, wasn't it? And then like they kind of told me their POV and then everything started to connect. So I remember I was like that in previous relationships. When I read for the Cancer reading, I got reminded of that. Yeah, I've been there before, you know. I used to think that, you know, one relationship was perfect and amazing, and then I look at it now and I'm like, oh, I will never go back there, you know. So yeah, it's an eye-opening thing, right, Ashton? For sure. It's a very eye-opening experience for peeps. Wilma Marks, what's up? What's up? You said, yes, I'm a Sagittarian and a caregiver. I need my own damn time also. Indeed, you do, Wilma, okay? Get yourself some you time. You deserve it, baby. 110%. Kayla de Pisces said, hopefully I hear something that will help me be unconfused, lol. Hopefully so. I will do my best for the Pisces reading to hopefully get you some clarity. But always remember too, when you're kind of in a moment in time where you do feel confused, inevitably things will become clear to you, even if you don't have all the answers as of yet. So try to go with the flow. Sometimes don't question shit. I've learned that in life, you know? I think it's good to question everything, but if you can't come up with an answer, just give yourself time to go with the flow. Like inevitably an answer has to come to you, you know? So something to keep in mind. India said, I'm crocheting a pillowcase currently. Thank you for the Libra reading. Oh, you're so welcome. That's awesome. I love that for you. Very, very cool. Yeah, my dad is pretty good at that. I learned that a long time ago. So my dad's from Portugal. So before he became an American citizen, he grew up in Portugal. And for Portugal, you had to do 2 years of military service mandatory. So he did that in the military. And then I remember he started learning how to kind of just like put buttons on clothes and stuff, because he had to learn a lot of stuff with like threads and needles. And then over time, he actually became pretty good with it. So, you know, maybe if I ever have like a button down shirt that's messed up, or if I need him to fix something, he's always the person I can kind of call. So that's cool. I know crocheting's a little bit different, but it's cool though. It's cool for sure. Raven said, Ant, exactly the noise when you realize. Yep, for sure. Hey, what's going on? Hopefully I say your name correctly. I'm really, really bad with names sometimes, but Kafri, what's going on? You said, hi, it's been a while since I've been back, or since I've tuned in, but I'm glad to be back. That's awesome. Thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Raven said, from where in Portugal, mainland or Azores? So my father's actually from Chaves. But what's funny enough is, in terms of Azores, that's where technically all my DNA is from, because I did one of those DNA tests. So technically that's where like my 60% of Portuguese that's in me is from. But yeah, my dad's from Chaves though, with the rest of the family. But yeah, very cool you brought that up. That's pretty much where the 60% of my Portuguese comes from. Still never went though. I got to go to Portugal at one point or another. I have Italian in me too, so I have Italian in me and Portuguese in me, and I've been to Italy, but I still haven't been to Portugal yet. So definitely have to go. Definitely have to go at one point or another. All right, though, guys, give me a moment or so, and we'll go ahead and continue. Raven, that's what's up. Love to hear that for you. Very, very cool. Yeah. I wish I, was there another test I could have done or something? No. Like, I was interested with the results. Like, I wish that, like, they would have told you more than, I guess, what they offered. But I think what it was is, like, if you wanted to learn more and stuff, you'd probably had to pay more money or something like that, you know? Hey, Carmen, he said, hola, Chico, how are you? I'm good. How are you? Appreciate you coming on by. Patty said, Virgo rising here, and your Virgo reading truly resonated. Happy to hear that for you. Happy to resonate with you for sure. Jessica said, thank you for all that you do, and you're the best reader, and you rock. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh, you said, and your rock. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Jessica. Happy to read for you guys. It really means a lot. You guys are freaking awesome, man. You all know that. So thank you guys so much. All right, y'all. Last batch is coming in. Oh, that's what's up, Raven. I love that. Also, you're Sicilian. That's what's up too. I didn't look 100% into where my ties were in Italy, but I should check that out because I don't know if there was ties to Sicily or not. My grandfather came from Sicily though. So, however, there's got to be something there. It's got to be something there. Hi from Brazil. That's what's up. What's going on, Divine 5353? How you doing? Aries rising in a Sag moon. Awesome. My girlfriend's a Sag moon. That Sag moon comes out a lot. Sagittarian moons are fun, though. Fun, spontaneous. Good times, man. Good times. I'm a Libra moon, though. So a Sagittarian, fire, and an air sign Libra moon. When the emotions get in, it's interesting. It's an interesting time. Moving along here forward, though, y'all. Last and final batch. Getting back into the air signs. Team Aquarius. Let's see what's up here for our Aqua gang. What's going on here for the Aqua baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here, please, for our Zodiac sign of Aquarius in the next 24 hours? Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. Aquarius, overall energy for you is going to be the Judgment. You could be connecting here possibly with a Scorpio for a few of you. Looking at the current energy, 10 of Wands in reverse, what it is you're dealing with. We have here the 6 of Wands in reverse. And then looking at the outcome, Team Aquarius is going to be the Hermit in the upright position. So let's have a look at you and see what's showing up at this time. Now, I want to mention you could be dealing with a Scorpio. You also could be connecting with a Virgo. But a Judgment here and a 10 of Wands reversed is about giving yourself the chance here to kind of get something off your chest. So I feel like that's what this is really representative of. Moving into your next 24 Aquarius, you kind of want to get some stuff off your chest, get some things off your heart. Looking at what you're dealing with, though, 6 of Wands reversed, I feel like somebody doesn't want to hear it, though. So Aquarian, you know, you're in this energy where you're trying to communicate to somebody, letting them know what's up, getting things off your chest, and then they're over here like, nope, I'm not paying attention. Okay, partner? They're not paying attention in the slightest. And I think that for you guys, that is, of course, pretty damn frustrating. But I think that overall, it's like, okay, if you don't want to hear me out, it is what it is. Looking at the outcome, the Hermit, I'm not going to sit around trying to hound somebody to tell them what I'm feeling or what's been on my mind or what's been on my heart. Ultimately here, I gave it a chance. If they don't want to be receptive of it, it is what it is. I feel like that's kind of where you're at here, Team Aquarius. So you might be trying to get something off your chest in the next 24 hours, or you're just trying to convey how you feel to somebody. But I think ultimately here, if they're pushing you away, you're just going to let them. Aquarians here are not about to chase. Okay? It's like you guys got the confrontation here. You got the conversation set up. You don't want to participate. Okay. You know, that's where I feel like you're at, Aquarius. You're not going to push it. All right, everybody, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Of course, Aquarian, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thanks for tuning in here nonetheless. Really, really appreciate you. All right, we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have touched base here, everybody, with our lovely air, and we finished up all the air signs, so we're going to hop into the earth signs next. Marla said, my baby daddy is a Taurus. My best friend was a Virgo. She lied to him and ruined our relationship behind my back, and now they're engaged. Holy freaking guacamole. Well, first and foremost, I'm sorry to hear about that, but I think that if you can look at any good thing coming out of that situation is that you saw them for who they really are. you know, and noting and acknowledging that these are not the people for you. As much of a tough and hurtful situation as that is, you now have the opportunity to have better people in your life going forward. So try to look at that type of silver lining, you know. For sure. Raven said, yeah, definitely the light Portuguese. Azores are light hair and skin. Yes, very much so. So it's very interesting because a lot of people are like, you're Portuguese, you don't look Portuguese. And it's like, no, like I'm the very pale Portuguese, you know? For sure. Yeah, very fair complexity and stuff. And yeah, with my hair, it's like a very light, dirty blonde hair. But sometimes in like the summertime, if the sun's like hitting my hair, it can almost look like a little reddish too. So it's very interesting. Raven said, my family is too. That's why nobody thought we were Portuguese. I know, right? I always get that from other Portuguese people. They're like, you're Portuguese? You know? I know. Rastafari said, this chat's so chill. No mods and still no bad behavior. Much love to the Soul Fam. Fuck yeah, dude. Everybody here is a vibe. And when we get the occasional, you know, bad apples, it is what it is. You know, shit happens. I've had enough, though, situations with like trolls coming into the chat that it doesn't even bother me. It's just a click away. Like, bye. That's it. That's all you gotta do. All right, moving along here forward though, guys, we finished up air, so going into earth, team Taurus. Let's see what's popping in here for the bull gang. What do we got showing up here for Taurus? Sun, moon, rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be popping on in here, please, for our zodiac signs of Taurus in the next 24 hours? What do we got going on here for ya? All right, my beautiful bull gang, last shuffle incoming, and we're going to go ahead here and get it popping. Overall energy for you is going to be the Lovers. Taking a look here at the current energy we have here, the Page of Swords reversed, what it is you're dealing with. We got here the Sun, and then having a look here at the outcome for the bull gang peeps is going to be the Three of Wands in the upright position. So let's take a look here at you and see what is up. First things first, you begin here with the Lovers. You pair that Lovers Taurus with a Page of Swords in reverse as well. So kind of getting the feeling here for Taurian peeps, you're definitely connected to someone or something at this time, but however, I feel like you're taking your attention off of what it is you're connected to, you know, looking at what you're dealing with. The Sun card, I feel like you're happy with what you have. How do I, this is kind of an interesting reading. I feel like it's kind of counterintuitive. Hold on a second, Taurus. Let's clarify this Page of Swords reversed. Why is Taurian not paying attention? It's not that you're not paying attention to what it is you love. You're not paying attention to anything else but that. So I think Taurian, you're really focusing on growth with something that's going well right now. So if a relationship's going well, you're focusing on growing that relationship. If a business you started is going well, you're putting a lot of your focus and energy into that business, a job, etc. So I'm getting the sense here, we have a good thing going for us. Let's really double down. Let's put our focus, our attention, our energy into making the situation the best that it can be. And I feel like you're really happy with it currently too. You know? Looking at what you're dealing with, the Sun, and taking a look here at the outcome, Taurus, Three of Wands, it's like you're excited as well here to see what comes next. So I'm feeling like there's a lot of laser focus showing up in your next 24 hours. If something's going well, you are riding that positive wave as long as you can. I always do tend to encourage people to do that too, because life really is peaks and plateaus. Nothing's going to be in a peak forever. Nothing's going to be in a plateau forever. Nothing's going to be amazing forever. Nothing's going to be terrible forever. So always remember, we live on temporary energy, all right? Everything in life is temporary. So if you're in a good space, maximize it as much as you can. If your business is booming, give it all, give it your all, give it all your focus, right? Put all that energy into it. If your relationship's in a wonderful place, live it up, be present, do the most you can at this time, because when you have something really good right in front of you, you want to enjoy it for as long as you can. So Taurians, maximize what you got in front of you, put the most amount of growth in, the most amount of effort, the most amount of love, etc. This is the time here to really see whatever the situation is, grow even more exponentially, okay? So definitely give it your focus, would be my recommendation. All right, guys? Cool. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Definitely take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thanks for coming out here nonetheless. All right, Team Taurus, we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we've done all the earth, we've done all of the air. Let's get on into our water, and let's have a look here at the fish. Let's see what's showing up here for Team Pisces, baby. Message is coming in here for Pisces, baby. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Zodiac in the next 24 hours. What's going to be showing up here, please, for our Zodiac sign of Pisces in the next 24 hours? What do we got going on here for the fish? All right, Team Fish, one more shuffle, and we'll see what's up. Pisces, overall energy for you, the Six of Swords. You might be dealing with an air sign like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius coming into your current energy. The Magician in reverse, looking at what it is you're dealing with. We got here the Queen of Swords in reverse, and then looking at the outcome here, Team Pisces, is going to be the Four of Wands in the reverse as well. So let's have a look at you and see what's going on for your next 24. Now, Pisces, Six of Swords here, Magician reversed. I feel like you are trying to not show up in a situation. You're trying to remain absent from someone or something going forward for the foreseeable future. So it feels to me like you are either no longer showing up in a friendship, no longer showing up in a relationship. Maybe you're no longer showing up to work. Some of you guys could be ghosting your job in the next 24 hours. Not sure if that's the case. But I think overall, guys, you don't want something in your life for the foreseeable future. You don't want to be a part of something for the foreseeable future, okay? And that's going to be made known in your next 24-hour period. I mean, looking at what you're dealing with, Pisces, Queen of Swords reversed, that is the card here of cutting and removing yourself from something at this time and looking at the outcome. Four of Wands reversed, I feel like you're removing yourself most importantly from an environment that's a little bit upside down, right? An environment that's not in a place of stability, but it's more so in a place of instability. So, you know, maybe you got fed up with a friendship, fed up with a job, fed up with a relationship, but you are at the point here, guys, where it's like, I don't want to be here anymore. And I'm removing myself from this. And I think you're making that known in your next 24 hours and you're focusing on your future without this situation because you want to be open to something different. You know, it's an interesting time. You know, I feel like in a lot of the readings we looked at today, many people might be coming to the conclusion of they want to switch things up or they want to go somewhere new, or maybe they're not happy with what's showing up right now. So I think a lot of people collectively are going to be making changes over the next couple of months, especially with this brand new year coming into play. So for you, Team Pisces, I see you guys not wanting to, you know, give your energy to something anymore or any longer. And you're focusing on what else is out there. Right now, something here just isn't for you. Okay. All right. Take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But thanks for coming out here nonetheless. Yeah, definitely feel like it's a bit of a collective energy going around for many people. Like a lot of people are just like, whoa, I'm just having a realization right now. This ain't for me. It's time for me to go ahead and see what else is going on in the world. All right. Cool, Pisces. You know, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you guys for tuning on in. So we did all of the water, all of the air, and all of the earth. We're going to be moving on into our fire signs in a moment. Lil Mama 1178, what's up? You said love your channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Esmeralda, hello, hello. How you doing today? What's going on, Sienna? We actually just finished up for Pisces. Rastafari said chills. I just turned down the HOA. Ah, there you go. All right, for sure, for sure. All right, though, guys, getting into our last zodiac, we're hopping into fire, and we're going to be taking a look here at our lion gang. So Team Leo, welcome in, and let's have a look at you beautiful peeps, okay? All right, what do we got going on here for our Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus zodiac in the next 24 hours. What's going to be showing up here for Team Leo in the next 24 hours. Raven said, I'm glad to hear for all these signs. They're letting go of BS people and situations. I feel like 2024, especially being a year number 8, is a year that I would refer to it collectively as like the year of your value. I think a lot of people this year are going to be seeing their value in ways that they never did before. So for individuals who never really saw their worth or felt their worth or seen their kind of value, I think on a collective level, what a lot of people can expect for 2024 is going to be this year of just really starting to see their value. All right. All right, though. Nonetheless, Leo, hello. Let's get into you, baby. What's going on for your next 24? Starting out here with the overall energy, we got the Hierophant in reverse. Looking at your current energy, we got the Hermit in reverse, what you're dealing with at this time, the Three of Cups. And then looking at the outcome, Leos, Three of Pentacles in the reverse position as well. So let's have a look here, guys, and see what's up. Now, you could be connecting here with the Taurus. You might be dealing with a Virgo too, as we have here the Hierophant, and we have here the Hermit reversed as well. Now, with these two cards paired together, Hierophant reversed, not having any more of a commitment, Hermit reversed, returning to a situation. I think you could be getting out of a commitment, Leo, in your next 24 hours, and it feels like it's worth celebrating it, okay? Some of you guys could be getting out of maybe like a bad contract, okay? Maybe you guys had like a bad leasing contract on a car, or maybe a bad contract on renting for a home. But at the end of the day here, it's like breaking a contract or breaking some sort of commitment, and God, does it feel good, you know, to return to being free here from some sort of situation. For some of you, the commitment could have been just genuinely a relationship, but maybe this is the energy of having a commitment to, I need to pay for this car every month, or a commitment that I have to pay rent every month, or maybe you had some kind of work duties and commitments as well, and being able to kind of be freed from those feel good, because I think those commitments could have been having some sort of negative ramifications that were coming along with it, that had negative impacts on you, and you were like, yeah, it's time for me to separate myself from this. So it feels good, guys, to return back to maybe not having some sense of a commitment. Maybe some of you Leos are just preferring right now to be single. Maybe right now committing to yourself is what is feeling the best and what's feeling good for you. So it could resonate in a multitude of ways, but you are freeing yourself up from some sort of commitment that, once again, I feel had negative ramifications for you. I mean, looking at the outcome, Three of Pentacles reversed, whatever the commitment was, it wasn't something that was working for you. So now that you have this opportunity to be free from it, you're like, moving forward, when I think about committing to someone or something, I'm going to make sure that it's something I actually want to devote and commit my energy to going forward. So it's kind of like I'm going to think twice next time moving forward. And happily enough, I'm kind of happy to remove myself from this one and really not have that kind of weight on my shoulders, right? You know, like this reminds me of like maybe, you know, a younger person goes to get a car, you know, they want to get the nicest car on the lot. So they're like, yeah, you know, I'm going to go get me a Dodge, you know, Charger Hellcat. And then they look that their monthly car payment is $1,000 a month. And they're like, fuck yeah, I can do it. And then guess what? They grow up. They didn't pay off their car yet. They're like, this is a lot of money. This sucks. I can't get an apartment because the $1,000 bill on top of X amount of money is so much money. You know, so maybe you guys got in like a bit of a rough commitment like that, but it feels good to break free from that, right? So, you know, let's say that 18-year-old kid goes through that and then they're like, okay, it's time to sell the Hellcat, right? It's time to go get a Honda, you know, CRV or something, right? Something more affordable in this economy. So I think that that's kind of the energy I'm seeing showing up here. It's like you made a commitment. It might have felt good in the past, but now you realize it's just not for you. And it feels good to be free from that. You don't have the negative ramifications to deal with anymore, you know? All right. And if you're 18, guys, unless you're super rich, please don't buy a Dodge Hellcat. All right. Buy that when your insurance goes down after 27. Okay. All right, guys, let's keep it popping, pushing and moving forward. Thank you, Team Leo, for watching. All right, everybody. So we have touched base here, guys, with all of our Zodiacs. We have finished here for the daily read. I want to thank you guys for coming in. And with that all being said, guys, thanks for coming out to today's daily reading. It really means a lot. If you enjoyed today's video, smash that like button. Of course, if you're new, hit that subscribe button. I'd be happy to have you and welcome you here into the Soul family. Of course, feel free to go ahead and hit that notification bell to never miss when I upload or go live. Wendy said, Ant-Man, I love you. Thank you from a Gemini. Spot on. I'm finding balance, a challenge for anyone and all of us, indeed. But I'm wishing you the best of luck there, Wendy, and thanks for watching. I do want to give you guys a quick update. Today, I did upload Sagittarius and Gemini for January 2024 for your individual monthly reading. So if you're a Gemini and or a Sagittarius, check out your video. It's posted on the channel. For the last two signs being Libra and being Aquarius, you will be uploaded throughout this week, so stay tuned, okay? As always, everybody, if you want a personal reading, you can book one with me at CancerMoonsTarot.com. First link in the description box below. But either way, I want to thank everybody for being a great crowd as always. Thank you guys so much for your awesome love and your awesome support. Wishing you all a very wonderful rest of your day. Happy Wednesday, hump day to everybody. And I hope you guys are well, okay? And without a further ado, I'm going to go catch up on some other stuff that I have to do here for this evening. But I'm wishing you all well, my friends, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.